Life is Book is brought to you by Read for Growth, a platform for you to open up your life story, your career, aspiration, book, pets, music, sweet moment. Read life as an interesting book. So today, let me be that reader in your life. To learn more, please visit www.facebook.com/readforgrowth. Happy reading! Thanks to Anne, I managed to know about the Artbook and learn the hard work behind the filming. There are a lot of stories that I, as an audience, doesn't know about. Every piece of music is composed, and I couldn't imagine the process that had put in a lot of effort. And the picture and the figurine represent the whole building. The screenplay preparation, and the writer, director, actor, costume designer, score composer, production designer, and the cinematographer all are a team to make the movie a success. So Anne, this is my first time get in touch with the Artbook in filming. Can you tell us a little bit of it? Like, what is Artbook? And why do you like it? And how does it give you an idea in understanding filming?
I really love art books is because it gives me an insight of how they started from pre-production all the way up to post-production, and the thoughts and the details that went into producing the film or animation. It's just so amazing, seeing the creativity of how they get their inspiration, how they pull through in filming a certain scene, or why is the costumes designed that way, why is the storyboarding set up this way. It's just so amazing to be able to read up on the creative thought processes of these people who made it. I learned so much about the cameras. I learned so much about the character designs. I learned so much about recceing, location scouting, what to look for. I learned so much about color grading, why this color works, why this color works. And with all this knowledge that I have, I apply it into my own projects or even my full-time job. Like when I draw or when I create something, they're all from what I've learned from art books. I think art books are just so amazing because those are the knowledge that are gathered and placed into a book to be shared among people who have the same passion and have the same love for this kind of craft. And I think that's what it should be about. People sharing knowledge with each other, building each other up, and not constantly being a competition to tear each other down. We work so much better if we all just willingly share what you know.
I love your sentence. I wanted to expand this hobby and share with those who appreciate the craft. And you are the founder of the Pocket Wonders, and those are really delicate art. What makes you to come up with that idea?
So Pocket Wonders is a collection of limited edition enamel pins that I've started earlier in the year. The idea has always been there since my university days. People would come up to me and ask, are you ever going to sell your items? Are you ever going to sell what you draw or your illustrations? We would love to have them. I have so many people come up to me telling me that. And I couldn't do it because I was so bogged down by so many assignments during my uni days. So I kept it as a thought in my head, and as I go about, when I have ideas, I would jot down in my idea journal and I just keep it there. It's only last year that I was thinking, I'm not going to keep this in the papers forever. I am going to produce it. So that's what I did. The reason that I wanted to produce it is that I want this line, Pocket Wonders, to be something that makes you smile, something that brings about happiness in you, even if it's just for a little while. So my designs are mostly on the cheerful side. I think it will be like a great gift to people to cheer them up. And I hope in the long run it will have more stuff other than pins.
How is the journey to realize your dream and making your sketch alive?
Well, it wasn't easy, and it's definitely not a smooth road, because I do have a lot of obstacles because I'm working solo on this, so there are a lot of things to take into consideration that I've never thought of, like transactions, manufacturing, or packaging. So how I started was I looked up on good manufacturers that I could trust. So I found one overseas. And so I started working on my sketches. I already have a few characters that are fixed in my head. The first one is definitely the whale shark, because whale sharks are like my most favorite animal of all time. Because it's like, is it a whale? Is it a shark? And it's just so unique, but it's not a shark. Why is it called a whale shark? I don't know. It's just, I love it so much. I can't explain it why. I have a strange fascination for unique animals like a platypus or pufferfish. You would call it a fugu fish. So the very first design I did was the whale shark. I already actually have the concept in my head, because ever since my uni days, I've always wanted to produce this animation, which I hope I will be able to do again someday. So I wanted to produce this animation of a whale shark that soars in the sky at night. Like it only appears in the night. The next one actually was the bear that's playing ukulele. It was inspired by Wes Anderson's Moonrise Kingdom. I love that movie so much to my heart. I love it so much. So I really like the idea of running away into this little place where you claim your own and you're free to do whatever you want and you're just free and happy. So that's what I wanted to put into the bear pin. Surprisingly, the corgi was the last one. The corgi came in last is because I was flipping through my sketches and I realized that, hey, I did this design before and many people actually liked it, and I do want to see it in a pin, so I put it as a pin. And it became the most popular one, and it sold out. I didn't really know how people will actually react to it, because I think for locals, Malaysians, this is pretty new, I guess. There are some pin styles around here and there, but there aren't much, so I'm not sure what are the responses like, but I'm just so thankful and so blessed that there's just so many people who love it. The responses are overwhelming. It's way beyond what I expected, and it just makes me feel really warm on the inside. And seeing people being so happy and seeing their smile when they see my designs, it makes me smile too. And I think that's enough for me. I have new designs already lined up in my head, so I hope I'll be able to produce it for the next batch for you guys.
So next time when I watch a new movie, I will learn to much more appreciate the hard work behind. The team, despite the size and the type, actually do a lot of effort and preparation to bring the movie a finalized product, a beautiful product. So maybe you can do the same thing, trying to be supportive and appreciative, and learn to reflect the moral value or any concept that the movie is trying to tell us.